Assalamu alaikum and hello. We are glad you are here. We have enjoyed working with your counterparts and we look forward to working with you. Any Marine that comes here should know about our people. I've seen some come through that seem to understand us better than others. We may come from different places, but we are not that much different than you. We get along with some of the Marines and don't get along with others. We are a very social people. We interact closely with our families, even distant aunts and uncles and cousins. We live together and work together. Because we are such a social community, we will almost always be in the company of several others. You won't see us in small groups unless we're up to no good. When we're together, we talk a lot and focus on each other. Some of the Marines have trouble getting used to us. They think we're always hostile with them. We tend to point a lot when we talk. It's not a threat, but some of the Marines are not used to that. Not many of us speak English and language is often a barrier. Some of our children do speak English. A lot of our elders will only speak to Marines if a younger person or one of your interpreters is there to translate. As you can see, we tend to be very curious about new people and things. A lot of us may even sometimes surround a vehicle or Marine to learn more, but we're not a threat. We are interested in your advanced equipment, and we want to know who you are and what you're going to do to help us build our towns into places where we can raise our children in peace and safety. I have found some Marines find our curiosity and attention very difficult to get used to. I tell them, if you approach me, I will not run away. I will answer your questions. People may even come out of their homes to see you when you pass. This is especially true of our children. They have received soccer balls and candy and other presents from Marines in the past. And you know kids, they are always hopeful for more goodies. But our curiosity and attention to you will subside once you've been here a while and we've grown accustomed to you. Then we will mostly go back to our own business unless we have news we want to share with you or questions we want to ask you. Some of my people are willing to provide care and shelter for Marines. If you treat us and our homes with respect, we will help you if we can. Just be fair and professional. I have told the Marines I have met that they will learn a lot when they are invited into our homes. We all want peace and safety. I have seen many Marines get into trouble because they don't pay attention. We do not like these IEDs that the insurgents use to target you. We will do all we can to warn you of them, and sometimes we will even risk our own lives to give you information about where the IEDs have been placed. If you look and listen closely, you will see us helping. Here's something I've heard people talking about. You see how we have balconies up there? My brother here tells me he saw Hassan, who lives there, put out a red rug twice. Both times there was insurgent activity. One of them was an IED. So you have to look and listen to us. I'm not saying it's easy. There are insurgents among us. People may even tell you there is no threat, even when there is one. Not because we wish to harm you. It's because we fear for our lives from the insurgents if we help you. We may try to make arrangements to speak with you in secrecy. Watch us and look for hints that we want to talk to you. Lots of eye contact that we try to keep concealed from those around us, or small hand motions. If you see this, you need to find a way to talk to us privately and out of the sight of others. We may have information that could save your life. But you see, when it is safe, my family, friends, and children will be here. You'll usually see large groups of people here or over at that soccer field. During the summer, we don't usually gather in our homes. It is hot. We do not have good air conditioning like you do at home. You see, we tend to leave our windows and doors of shops open. That can be another sign for you. If we think there is a threat, we go inside, bring all our children in, and close the windows and doors. If you don't see children playing soccer or on the playgrounds, especially in the evenings when they are out of school, be warned. Even at night, we are fortunate here to have streetlights. If streetlights are on, they will play outside until their mothers drag them home. My friend Captain Hickox told me he was from the south where it's very hot, and this reminded him of growing up and playing outside in the evenings. He was very good. He built a lot of trust with this neighborhood. He was the first Marine to give soccer balls and candy to our children. What's that? Curfew? Yes, we have a curfew of 2300, and you won't see us out past it. You may see movement very near the curfew. Some of our sheikhs stay at home during the day, but may sleep elsewhere at night for their protection. You may see people moving around on the rooftops after curfew. We are not causing trouble. My brother and I spend time on our rooftops to escape the heat, and on very hot nights, we bring our whole families up to sleep there. This is my shop. You'll know I'm at work because I keep my car parked outside during business hours, always in the same spot. I'm like most shop owners. I work here every day except Friday. Even if I'm not technically working, this is my place to be. My cousins and friends stop by and we have tea out front. The only time I leave my shop is to retire to my home for the evening, or when I know there is danger near. My friend Khalid is building his shop here. That is why there is so much rubble everywhere. What's that? No, that one is abandoned. Khalid's shop is being built. They were here yesterday. That reminds me of another Marine, Captain Carlisle. He worked construction before coming here. I remember how shocked he was to find out we do not work the same as you do. He was used to starting a job with a crew and working until it was done. Here people don't always have money or jobs. They may work with a crew one day, then not be there for weeks, but you will always see them as a crew. Remember, we are social people. We don't even work alone. Captain Carlisle thought that was so strange. Yes, you are right about that. Very good places to hide bombs. Our police are getting much better at spotting them, but they often don't have the equipment to get rid of them. I've helped them find a couple. I've only seen 2 blasts. People run everywhere. It was chaos. Marines have a tough time figuring out who did it. The hard part is in thinking everyone who runs away was involved. But that is not true. They are just trying to get away. When we know there is a bomb, we will stay away altogether, and we will try to tell you about it if we can. But we don't know everything that goes on here. The insurgents are getting smart about concealing their actions from us. But I tell you this, if you see someone wearing running shoes, chase them. No one wears those unless they need to run to avoid getting caught. Come, let me show you my shop.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. Welcome to the fight. Your cousin says you are committed. I'm sorry to hear what the infidels did to your wife and children. That was a terrible injustice. You will have your revenge. I will train you in our tactics. Your cousin sent you to the right man. I'm still alive because I'm very good at what I do. The infidels have made the mistake of thinking that I think like them. They underestimate me. Come, I will show you some of what I do. First thing you must learn is not to be predictable. The Americans are very predictable. I like to move my targets around and place bombs where they don't expect them. There are so many places to place them. In pipes, around bridges and overpasses, at checkpoints, in berms along the side of the road, or potholes or ravines, near mosques, in culvert, in large planters, under fake rocks. I use restricted and unrestricted roads. Nothing is off limits. We are at war. You want to place the bombs where Americans will be hurt, but not our people. You can save time and the risk of getting caught by using previous bomb holes. Areas with rubbles, construction sites, muddy areas, dirt roads, and places where the ground is naturally turned or disturbed. See, over there. Look for places with tall grass, where you or another triggerman can be hidden from the view of the Americans. Look for curves and overpasses, or where there are buildings nearby that you can view the road from. You can use telephone poles, trees, or parked vehicles as aiming posts, so that you trigger the bomb when the time is right to hit the infidels as they drive past. I try to choose locations that allow me easy access to return home or to a place of safety. Sometimes I choose locations where I can easily lose myself in buildings or people or the mazes of back alleyways so that the Marines cannot track me down. You must be adaptable. As soon as I think the dumb Americans are catching on to my tactics, I change them. I'm good. I can place bombs in less than 30 minutes after they sweep the roads. I will set up all the components of a bomb and go back and run the wire at the last minute to prevent them from spotting it earlier. I usually wait until nightfall to place the wire. I will introduce you to other members of my team. We each have our specialties. One person will build the device, one builds the initiation system, one digs the holes, one will emplace the bomb, one will initiate, and another will be a spotter. We work quickly and change our tactics to avoid detection. My friends often need money to feed their families, and I will pay them to dig holes for me or even to emplace a bomb. But alas, they are not as good at doing it right as I am, or as you will be, my friend. They are in it only for the money. Now me? I do this to free our magnificent country from the chokehold of the infidels. This is my profession, and I've become very good at it over time. There is a group of us who are professional soldiers of Allah, who are committed to our cause. But we are not as many in number as I would like, and sometimes we are forced to employ men and young boys who are not as gifted or committed as we are. They often fail because they do not know or do not care to dig the hole adequately, or in place the bomb so that it is well hidden. Sometimes they attach the wires wrong, and the bomb will not detonate, but we have no choice but to use them and their sloppy work. For often enough, by the will of Allah, they are successful at killing the infidels. There, that is a road the military uses. I am especially fond of roads and intersections that the military uses. I try to avoid areas with high civilian traffic. I can't win the fight if I kill all our people. Our soldiers of Allah set up vehicle checkpoints to gain credibility with the civilians and show how ineffective the security forces are. Some of our brothers in this war have kidnapped people from these checkpoints and held them hostage. But I'm not fighting their war. I am protective of my people. I don't put bombs near a home or community center unless I know the Americans will be there. Grenades are more useful there. I have recruited children to throw grenades for me, and you will do the same. This soccer field is a good place to recruit them. In the evenings, you can hide among the people here and throw grenades at passing Americans. They cannot tell who did it, and you can walk away like you are innocent. The Americans are so predictable. If you hit them with a bomb or a grenade, they immediately come to aid the wounded. They are not supposed to, but they do it every time. If you have time to set up multiple bombs, you can easily strike them. We also use RPGs and machine guns, often right after hitting them with bombs. I stock 155mm rounds, grenades, and other munitions. I also like to target the response team that comes to rescue the wounded. I believe they call them the medevac. You'll see. They are weak in our home. They become complacent and tired in the heat of summer. This is to our advantage. You must constantly watch them like they watch you. Watch the routes they take. They will get lazy and feel safe driving the same routes all the time. That's where I plan my attacks. But they do keep watch over some areas. We've been patient, watching them. We also know they have new Marines patrolling this area. We take our time watching them to learn how the new Americans are acting. Soon we will see many Americans killed along this road. So many targets. I like to target thin-skinned vehicles and their leaders for maximum impact. They have new stronger Humvees now, and you can't always tell which one are carrying leaders. The vehicles in front are good too, bomb sweepers. If you can take out one of those, you are crippling their defenses. And their bomb teams, they call them EOD. We have placed hoax devices to draw them out and destroy their bomb teams. You can do that with 2 bombs or an ambush. That is a major victory in battle, taking out their bomb teams. And the traitor Iraqi police. Kill as many of them as you can. They are easy to spot. Whenever it is possible, I find a trusted brother to videotape my attacks. Our jihad is as much about showing the world how vulnerable and cowardly the Americans are as it is about killing them. But beware that the Americans are very touchy when they see a man with a video camera. You must be sure that the cameraman is not caught. Welcome to my headquarters. This is where we keep all our supplies. Wires, initiators, batteries, everything you will need to attack the Americans. We defeat them with our skills and savvy. They bring their fancy weapons, and we kill them with our ingenuity. You will learn.